Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. Another story about what happens at the zoo. We've been reading some zoo books because going to the zoo is so much fun. But what happens at this zoo would not be so much fun because this book is called Zoo Ah-Choooo. Zoo Ah-Choooo. This is a story about what happens when the animals all start sneezing. When one animal starts to sneeze, and then another animal starts to sneeze, and then another animal starts to sneeze, and things start getting a little mixed up at the zoo. Are you ready to get inside this book and find out what happens when all the animals start to go achoo? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go.
Zoo Ah-Choooo, written by Peter Mandel, illustrated by Elwood Smith. It was a sleepy Sunday at the city zoo. The hippos were slow, low and slow. The sloth was asleep, deeply asleep. Even the seal swam slowly. It was a slow zoo show. Wow. They're being very, very lazy this Sunday afternoon. Suddenly, something unsleepy along loud sound flew through the zoo. It was a Zoo Ah-Choooo! Oh my! Who made that giant sneeze? Where did it come from? From the Snow Leopard? What did he do? He went Ah-Choooo! It was a leopard sneeze. Just one. But the African elephant heard the sound. She raised her trunk. Ah-poo! Elephant sneezed. Stand back. A tree was down. A fence was flat. The elephant sneezed so hard it knocked everything over. The Zoo Ah-Choooo was catching. The hippo in his mud bath felt a tickle in his nose. Ha. The zookeeper came running with nose drops and a giant tissue. Too late. Po! The hippo sneeze erupted. It's made a mud volcano. Oh no, cried the zookeeper. Mud was covering the animals. Is that a chocolate-covered giraffe? Said a visitor. It's the mud everywhere, and people think that the animals are covered in chocolate. But then the mud began to crack. Wah, ha, 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 ah, rack! Sneezed the giraffe. Chunks of chocolatey gunk rained down. Everywhere people put up umbrellas. Wow, now the giraffe sneezed, and the chocolate-stuffed mud went everywhere. The zookeeper tried wiping zebras with spray cleaner. Even the sloth woke up and found his washcloth to scrub. The seals sudsed and rinsed. The zoo was hard at work until... At once the whiskers on every single seal felt tickly. Oh no! Cuff-a-roo-room! It was 12 seals sneezed. All 12 zoo seals at once. The seal pond splashed up high like a gusher, gushing rings and rubber balls. Is that Old Faithful? Said a visitor. They don't know what's happening. They just see things flying. The zookeeper knew he had to act fast. Flamingos were floating. Foxes were fishing. The polar bear hung onto his iceberg. It was not a slow zoo day at all. Everything's gotten out of control. Hello? The zookeeper made a phone call. The zookeeper got the African elephant to refill the seal pond. Then he called the large animal vet. He's going to call the doctor. What did the animal doctor do? He made every zoo animal drink a super fizzy sneeze solution. Is that root beer? Said a visitor. It was fizzy sneeze solution. No more Zoo Ah-Choooo. The doctor took care of it. He fixed all the animals. All was quiet at the city zoo. The seals swam slowly. The sloth was again asleep. Until what was that? Oh no, what now? It It was the snow leopard. Definitely not a sneeze and not a burp. A leopard's yawn. Just one, but it might be catching. Did anyone hear it? Did the elephant? Did the hippo in his mud bath? Did you?
Oh no! My goodness, that was crazy. Every animal started sneezing. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Things were flying. There was a big mess. Then the doctor came along and he gave him some medicine to stop the sneezing. And then everything was quiet and calm and nobody was sneezing. And now the leopards are going to yawn. Do you know what happens when you see somebody yawn? It makes everybody else want to yawn. So now instead of sneezing at the zoo, all the animals are going to be yawning at the zoo. What a crazy, crazy book. What a fun book. I really, really liked this. It was fun to watch the animals sneeze. Achoo, achoo, achoo. A little crazy. Things got wild, but then everything got all fixed up. And that's the way I like for a book to end, with everything taken care of and back in order. That makes it a fun book with a fun ending. Now, if you start sneezing, achoo, 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 be careful. Don't sneeze on people, because then they might start sneezing too, and they might sneeze on somebody, and then they might sneeze on somebody. Remember, if you're going to sneeze, cover your mouth, achoo, so that your sneeze doesn't get on anybody else, and we won't have a whole zoo full of sneezing children. We would not want that. So you be careful if you have to sneeze. Don't sneeze on your friends or your teacher or your mom and dad. But what you do need to do with your teacher and mom and dad is very important. Obey, and obey right away. And then come back to see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here ready to read another book to you. Bye!
Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.